Good Morning Britain. Susanna Reid has explained that she was forced to go into self-isolation with the rest of her family after her son began displaying symptoms of coronavirus. Appearing on Good Morning Britain today via video link, Susanna spoke to co-host Piers Morgan and Charlotte Hawkins, who filled in for her at the last minute. Piers Morgan was joined by Charlotte Hawkins today on Good Morning Britain after co-host Susanna Reid was forced to go into self-isolation at the beginning of the ITV daytime show today. Susanna confirmed that she wasn't showing any symptoms at all and that before the government advice yesterday, she would have come into work. Susanna also hit out at the lack of government testing for coronavirus and that she had lot of questions regarding her next 14 days of self-isolation. Piers confirmed the news while welcoming viewers to the program, saying, "Rather an unusual line-up. Susanna is not with us. She is self-isolating for 14 days." Facing Susanna on the screen, he joked, "I've heard of some ways of avoiding working with me, but this is ridiculous." She retorted, "After all these years I am in self-isolation from you, Piers." Explaining the reason behind her self-isolating, she said, "One of the boys has persistent cough, and that came on yesterday. Before the briefing yesterday, the person themselves had to be confined by themselves." However, she revealed that the government's new dramatic measures mean that if even one member of the household has persistent cough or fever, that the whole household needs to go into self-isolation. This meant that she couldn't go into work at Good Morning Britain and her children wouldn't be able to attend school. But Susanna admitted that, unlike others, she was very lucky because she would be paid when she was ill, unlike many of those freelancing, on 0-hours contracts or in the hospitality industry. "You don't know your son has coronavirus," Piers pointed out. "You might have absolutely no reason and you might go back into the world and you might actually get it," Susanna added. "And remember, we heard from the World Health Organization test and here. We're not testing until isolating. It might be just cough." Last night, Susanna took to Twitter to tell fans she wouldn't be appearing on the program today. "I am currently well, but due to the new advice today will be self-isolating for 2 weeks due to symptoms in my household. Stay well everyone." Piers tweeted an emoji with single tear in response. "I love my job," Susanna said as she was asked how she felt about going into self-isolation for 2 weeks. "It gives me so much pleasure and I am going to miss it."